Hi guys, very good evening. This is Devang Mehra, and I want to discuss the stocks that we can trade in equity for investment or for swing trading, positional trading for this week. So I'm trying to also imbibe and include not only the index in my videos, but also equity, depending upon the audience, so we can serve to a wider audience. So from today, whenever I get time, I'll do these small videos to talk about which stocks that we can trade, not intraday, but this is swing positional trading or investing. The other help I would require from the entire community is that as a team, we need to work on these things. So if you have charts, there are more than 2,000 stocks. So it's difficult for one person to look at everything. If you have some charts that you're interested in, if you have some good setups looking on charts, put it in the comments. I'll have a look and I'll alert you in the next video after this on the stocks or on Telegram. So this way we can work very well as a team. And as I always say, we sink and swim together, guys. Let's get started first of all with the stocks that we've traded this week. Let's talk about Paytm first of all. Paytm was one of the picks that was given by the architect of this trade. If you're enjoying profit, I think you have to thank Mr. Viraj Vani, who's a member, and he's the one who is the architect behind this trade and used GAN's retracement, but it's doing quite well now. So thanks, Viraj. But massive volumes coming in. So any dips coming in right now should not be a concern. I think the stop loss currently for the trade that everyone's holding should be around 1,000 rupees or 980 rupees. So let us see how this trade plans out. You did have some negative news that the Canadian business was getting shut by Paytm. But again, the bad news is already discounted, and the good news, bad news becomes good news when you trade in the market. So let us see how this performs. Strong closing this week, strong closing on Friday. And I think keeping a stop loss below our daily candle or around 980 levels should be something that we will be looking for. So we're already in a 5-6% profit in this trade. Let's see how things go. Secondly, we took a trade on India Cement. India Cements was all over the place. A lot of people in my Discord, in my I think Instagram recommended, and wonderful squeeze and movement on the upside. If you look at the 1 hour chart, we're already in 5% profit again on the India Cement chart, but I do not see any problems until the market start to go below 242. So as long as the market is staying above 242, any dip, any consolidation should not be a concern, because you're getting lower volumes with the consolidation. So nothing very serious that I see on the selling side. So keep on being invested, and I hope that we get higher numbers. Thirdly, we are in Prestige Estates already, which we entered on Friday. Prestige Estates, did quite well, but you had some consolidations and a little bit low prices. But again, it's a good thing. You can see a reduction of volume at the end of the day. So that's a good thing. Not many sellers are active. If I open the daily chart on Prestige Estates, we bought it around 499, 500. So I do not see any problem. So the stop loss that I've given you for your investment is around 450 levels. So I think I'll be holding for that. Anyone who's a short-term kind of a player, I would say your SL will come towards 480. At least go for a 1:1, depending upon what the stop loss is. And because I'm seeing good volumes on the daily chart and the weekly, good movement on the weekly chart, I will be holding all these three trades unless until my big selling pressure starts to come in. So with respect to these three trades, there is no problems at all. The couple of stocks that we're interested in this week, that I've got a list thanks to the people on Instagram, thanks to the Discord members, YouTube members, and Prestige Estate was, by the way, given by Mr. Manish Bhatia. So I want to thank him. He's the architect behind this trade. So the trade I'm interested in now is Polycab. So the stock that you put it in your watch list will be Polycab. Polycab had given a very, very good breakout on Thursday, 13th of January. And since it is falling into the capital good industry, and we're particularly interested in the capital goods sector, so we will not be looking for any shorts in Polycab. If anyone's in a short, be careful. Any dips coming in Polycab should be buyable dips. And I am currently focusing on any dip to buy. It'll be very unlucky if the market breaks this high, because that will give a momentum above the 2750 levels. But I am personally willing to enter when the markets give some dip. So I'll be hoping that Polycab gives some dip so I can enter at a dip. If I use Fibonacci's as per the approach that I use, I would be interested to buy Polycab in this week if I'm getting a level of, let us say, you can say basically this zone, 2563 till 2624, depending upon what risk you can take. This is a zone that I'm interested in. The least risk takers will buy around 25.63. The person who can take maximum risk, wider SLs, you will buy close to 26.24. All the medium appetite risk guys around 25.88. That will be our buying price. So hopefully we do get some 3-4% dip in polycap. I'm not saying go short because we're looking, it's looking very, very aggressively bullish. So if a dip comes in, I'm looking to go long, and SL will come in below 24.80 kind of levels, somewhere over here, 24.60 levels. So we'll have a good 150 point stop loss because we'll be going for a positional trade, investment purposes on equity. This is not intraday trading. I'm again and again repeating it for my audience. Then I do have Jubilant Ingrevia, which is looking very, very nice. Polycap is by one of the architect members. He's the architect of the trade also, Mr. Rana. So I want to thank him for that. Um, Jubilant Ingrevia looks very good. I'm extremely sorry. I've forgotten who has sent me this chart, but this is being brought to my attention. Anyone looking for diversifying into the chemical sector, I believe Jubilant Ingrevia is looking quite strong. If you talk about technical analysis 101, you can see some sort of a inverted head and shoulder patterns forming in. If you look at the dips that are coming in, you can see only 3-day dips coming in, which is a good, strong sign. 3-day dips coming in, it's a strong sign of strength. On the dips, there is no volumes. On the rallies, there is massive volumes. On the dips, there is no volume. On the rallies, massive volume. So we are seeing some good pressure on the long side coming in this stock. Again, I will look for very similar to the polycab example, not very interested to go long above the highs, but I'm looking for some consolidation. So the levels that one can look for in adding Jubilant Ingrevia, again, use my Fibonacci's. I love this approach. I would love to basically buy it between 611 to 626. This is my range that I have found out. Depending upon what's your risk appetite, similar to polycap, try to see where do you fall, in which category do you fall. Least risk on the bottom, highest is on the top. So 626 to 611, this is my going to be a buying zone, and the stop loss will be coming in around 585 levels below this swing. So I will alert you on Telegram once the trade gets active and I enter this trade. So if you want to diversify in the chemical sector, if COVID starts to become serious, already I believe 2.5 lakh cases per day. So when COVID starts to get serious, all these companies, they start to benefit. API, chemicals, pharma, consumption, IT, they will start to benefit. So we will keep a close watch on Jubilant Ingrevia. The other one that we're interested in Prince Pipes, another very good, uh, good chart that I'm seeing. If I look at the Bollinger Band charts, you can clearly see a couple of very interesting things that overall, if you look at a weekly structure of Prince Pipe, it's looking extremely strong. But if I go on a daily chart, you can clearly see a good consolidation squeeze, and now the markets are breaking out. So use dips to go long on Prince Pipes as well. Same logics. And the idea is, or if I can give you my professional advice, 750 currently is a strong resistance on Prince Pipes. As per my analysis. So once 750 starts to break on Prince Pipes, it can become quite strong. So I will keep a close eye on Prince Pipes in this week as well. Then we have Irctc. The architect of this trade is also my architect member, who is Pankit Shah. I hope I didn't get the surname wrong, but amazing charts that have been done by Irctc. If you look at the Irctc chart, again, good consolidation for a massive, massive long time, and finally a breakout. So again, look for any dips to go long. Best setups are look for inside candles on Monday and then expansions on Tuesday. That'll give you the best risk reward. Otherwise, we don't go long on the highs. We always look for either dips or consolidation and then breakout. So Irctc is another one that looks extremely well. And once the market starts to go above 910 again, it's ready to give you another movement on the upside. And finally, the another stock that I have for you guys is Divis Labs. This is also looking quite extremely well, looking quite good. Divis Lab, if I open a weekly chart, I'll show you guys something very interesting. Divis Lab has been taking a good support on the weekly 15 moving average. I've always loved Divis in the API and the pharma space, and just going through my watch list that I've created, Divis is something which is always supported 50 EMAs. Doesn't mean we buy it right now. You can clearly see that this is a good hurdle on Divis. So that's 4,700. So if I go on a daily chart now, you can clearly see once 4,700 starts to break, a double bottom will be formed in Divis. So again, if COVID becomes serious, Divis can become a very good buy above 4,700. So I'm not looking to buy the dip in Divis, but once 4,700 breaks, that will be a good trigger to go long on Divis Labs. This is some couple of stocks. Otherwise, I think everyone's talking about Tata Steel these days, and a lot of my members, I think this is Nishant Mundra, who is focused on Tata Steel. I think a lot of people who trade in the metal sector, it's a very, very good chart. Again, Tata Steel, giving you some kind of a higher low formation on the bottom side, a good double bottom breakout, triple bottom breakout, inside bar, volumes coming in on the breakout, no volume on the inside bar. So in Tata Steel, basically, either you look for any dip towards 1200 or 1190 to go long, or the ideal scenario can be once the highs of 1225 break, that can give you good momentum on the upside. So for example, if 1225 starts to break, again, I'm saying it's not intraday trades. I'm only suggesting equity segment, nothing else. So please take your risks accordingly. This is my own views. So this is for educational purposes. Please, as per SEBI regulations, have your own advisors that you plan, have your own mindset, and take trades according to your risk appetite, not because of someone else's recommendation. So for example, if let us say Tata Steel breaks out tomorrow in this candle by opening flattish in this range. So if it breaks out like this, you can go long, in my opinion, and your stop loss will come below tomorrow's breakout candle. If, for example, tomorrow breakout doesn't happen, even tomorrow market gives a consolidation, then no problem. If then the market breaks out on Tuesday or something, so whenever the market is breaking out in the next 2 or 3 days, your SL will come below that breakout bar, below the breakout bar, and you will go long on equity. So these are a few companies that look extremely well to me. So let me know if you have any other picks. Let me know which chart are you interested in to go long on in this week if you like anything. Thank you so much.